All right, let's cut through the nonsense, guys, because I want to talk to you about something that's holding most of you back in this industry. It's the fear of charging what you're actually worth. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you probably deal with it nearly every single day. It's that gut-wrenching feeling that you get when you're about to tell your client what your price is, and then you chicken out. And so you start thinking, well, maybe I'm charging too much. What if they say no? And you end up dropping your price just to make the sale because, well, shit, you probably need it, right? But here's the thing, guys. That's one of the biggest traps in this dog training world. The fear of charging what you're actually worth. You do amazing things. Stand behind it. But here's the thing. It's not your fault. The industry sets you up for this. They tell you, don't charge too much. You'll scare people away. Keep your prices low. Be competitive. It's all bullshit. And let me ask you this. When's the last time you walked into a store and you asked them to drop their price so that you could buy? Nobody does that. You don't do that. I know you don't because you respect the value of what they're offering. And yet here you are bending over backwards, begging your clients to pay you. Does that make any sense? No. But honestly, I've been there. Early on in my career, I was scared to death to charge people what I knew I was worth. I was discounting my prices left and right, taking on any client I could, and I was burning myself out. And I said, why? It's because that's what the industry told me I should do. Charge what people can afford. That's what they said, at least, but here's what I learned. It's not about what they can afford. It's about the value that you bring and whether or not you've got the guts to stand behind it, right? You're out here changing lives. You're saving dogs from getting dumped at shelters. You're giving families their lives back. You're restoring peace in their homes. That's life-changing work. And you're scared to charge for it? Look, if you're afraid to charge what you're actually worth, then what you're saying is you don't believe in the value of what you do. Is that how you feel? Because that's what you're saying. Let me tell you this. The industry is feeding on that fear. They want you to stay small. They want you to stay overworked. They want you to be underpaid. They want you hustling for scraps, chasing clients, and running on fumes. Why? Because they know as long as you're afraid to charge what you're worth, you're never going to grow. You're never going to build a real business. And here's the truth. People pay for what they value. If you walk around apologizing for your prices and you continue discounting them and you continue begging clients to sign up, they're going to see you as cheap. And if they see you as cheap, they're going to treat you that way. And when they treat you that way, they cancel appointments. They haggle over every dollar. They see you as nothing more than a last resort. Is that how you want to come across? I hope not. But when you stand firm in your price, when you charge what you're actually worth, you're telling them that what you offer has value. It's life-changing. You're telling them that you're the best at what you do. And guess what? Clients will pay you for what they believe the value is. They'll pay you what you're worth. Those are the ones who actually show up on time, who do the work, who value the transformation that you're giving them. Those are the clients who become raving fans, who refer you to other people who are just like them. Not because you begged them to, but because you got them real results. Look, I know you're afraid. I get it. You're worried that if you charge too much, people will walk away. But let me tell you something. If someone isn't willing to pay you what you're worth, they're not your client. So stop trying to convince people who don't value your work. It doesn't make any sense. There are people out there who are desperate for the solution that you can create for them. They're desperate for your offer and they're willing to pay for it. But if you want to win in this business, you need to stop being afraid of charging what you're worth. You need to stand by your value. You're not selling a product here. You're delivering a transformation. You're saving dogs' lives. You're saving families. That's worth everything. So stop acting like you're running a hobby. You're running a business. This is not a charity. And if you're still afraid of charging what you're worth, then you need to ask yourself, it's like, why? Why don't you believe in your value? Why are you letting the industry keep you so small? It's time to break free from that mindset. You need to realize that charging what you're worth isn't about making more money. It's about respecting yourself. It's about respecting your skills and the impact that you have on other people's lives. So here's what you need to do. Stop apologizing for your prices. Stop chasing clients who don't see the value in what you offer. Set your price and stick to it. And watch how the right clients, the ones who actually get results, start lining up to work with you. This industry wants you to play small, to be afraid, to stay in your lane. But you're better than that. You've got something real to offer. So start changing and start charging what you're worth. Stand by it. Because until you do, you're going to be stuck in this endless cycle of being overworked and underpaid. And you didn't start this business, take on all this risk to be a prisoner of fear. You started it to make a difference and to live life on your terms. And so you need to make the decision. Charge what you're worth, respect your value, and watch your business and your life start to change. That's how you win in this industry. The fear stops now.